Here's Blackberry, and boy, let me tell you something. You take a look at this chart here right now, you got to say, wow, this is just an amazing short-term move on this stock from about 9 3/4 up to about 12 and a half and right back down again. It's just quite amazing. So this is something that we saw in our explosive options chat room on this particular day. Right towards the end of the day, and you can see this is around 12:40 or 12:45 West Coast time, about 15-20 minutes left to go in the trading day. We happen to see some big volume coming in on some options, and we decided to take a shot with this. And what I want to show you here is a screenshot before we get back into the chart. Is a screenshot from our chat room. Now, you can see on the left-hand side we have the date and we have the timestamp, right? We can see Rave Dave 99. Now, Dave is a participant in our chat room. He follows the flow and watches the chatter and watches all the things that are going on. His eyes are open all the time, like everybody in the chat room as well, too, to anything that could happen during the trading day. So in this particular moment, he says there was some Blackberry chatter, caught my eye. I decided to do a little bit of digging and investigating and found out myself. As you can see, my name is Aztecs99, and you can see a big move up. Samsung seems to be interested in maybe buying Blackberry for $13 to $15. I really didn't care if it was true or not. All I was doing was following the price action and following the flow. And we did see some pretty good option volume coming in at the January 12s, and you can see the January 9.5s, and we saw some flow in the 11s as well too. So it was. I decided to go ahead and take a shot, and I bought. And you can see here at 12:46. I bought some of those at about a quarter, 25 cents. And then we had a little bit more action on the stock, and the stock started to continue to move. You can see from the messages here, I got out of them literally 2 minutes later at about 50 cents. And Dave, who's one of our participants in the chat room, came in and sold some of those as well too. And then he's posting something from our options flow saying that there was nearly, just about a few minutes later, nearly 70,000 calls had traded on Blackberry in those few minutes. It's unbelievable. 24 million shares traded in the stock. People were piling in on this thing because they didn't want to be left by the wayside in case something actually went down, right? I had already sold all the rest of my calls at about $1. The stock was moving up towards that. The implied volatility was exploding. The call volume was exploding as well, too. The stock was just moving like a train, as you can see here. In just about a few minutes, we're talking about literally less than 6 or 7 minutes, the stock went from here at about $9.70 all the way up to near $12.50. So it was just an incredible move there. So after that, we had a couple other people in the room. Now, Katie is a Bay Area girl. She came in just a few minutes after that, bought some of the 1150 weekly calls at 72 cents. Now, she's another participant in our chat room, and we have about 45, 50 people in the chat room, and we are in there regularly during the day, paying attention to what's going on from the get-go all the way to the closing bell. Now, Katie came in and bought those and ended up selling those just a little bit later at about $1.20. I'll show you that comment in a little bit. But the point here is this. So I want to show you what is happening in our chat room. Now, I don't guarantee that this happens all the time, okay? But we do see opportunities every single day, and this is where you want to be. We see a lot of the same stuff some of the other professionals out there do as well. But we see the stuff, we interpret it, and find out if it's good or not, and go share it with the room. And that's what it's all about, sharing and learning and helping people understand what these things are all about. We were really proud and really happy about this particular trade. Dave got in there again early, sold some more at 95 cents. And then finally, you know, we decided, you know, let's just bury this thing for now. We're done with this particular trade. And we decided everybody was out of it, right? Well, it turns out right after the close, there was no story to this thing at all, and Samsung said that they weren't in talks to buy them. BlackBerry wasn't trying to sell their company either, and the stock started to sink in after hours. But we were gone, we were done, and not holding it any longer. These were weekly options, and we only had 2 days left to trade these anyhow. When you have a profit like that, 200, 300, 400%, you take it, you go away, and you move on, and you don't wait around for something bad like this to happen, because the next day, as you can see from the chart, the stock tanked and started heading back down towards 10 and a quarter. So that's it. Hope you guys learned something a little bit from that, and I hope you guys will have a chance to join us in our chat room. We're there every single day, and I hope to see you guys all in the chat room.